The end of the year is fast approaching. Do you know what would make a great gift? Of course, some awesome AntDude merchandise. Courtesy of the fine folks over at the Pixel Empire, the home of all things nerdy and YouTuber apparel, it is now the home of some sweet shirts based on yours truly. You got this sweet Mario Month shirt, we got a brand new Yeth shirt for all the little kiddies out there, and this is a Kirby video after all. You know, it's only appropriate. Use the link down below to pick up one for yourself and get 10% off by using the discount code AntDude. And also, we are coming very close to the end of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Switch Bundle giveaway. The link to enter for your chance to win one will also be down below. It is super easy, highly recommended, and you can win Smash or other sweet goodies. What do you have to lose? Alright, time for the feature presentation. Kirby Star Allies, quite the interesting game in the franchise. Coming off of the heels of Pink Boy's glorious return with Return to Dreamland on Wii, and subsequent fantastic sequels on 3DS with Triple Deluxe and Planet Robobot, Kirby's Switch debut was, I liked the game. Yeah, that's about it. This game does not come close to the greatness of the 3 games that preceded it, but to be fair, it wasn't really trying to. What we got at launch was a streamlined Kirby experience that emphasized cooperative play, and to that extent, it did succeed. It's just not something I really wanted out of the series. However, revealed just before the game released, we have downloadable content here as well. 3 different packs actually, the last one just recently released at the tail end of 2018. Now, I am the Kirby guy after all. I would be doing myself a huge disservice if I didn't talk about all the stuff that was added and changed over the years, so let's get back into it. The primary story mode in Star Allies was kind of a flop. When playing with other real-life people, it is enjoyable, which I'm assuming was the intention the whole time, but the entire adventure has this aura of baby's first Kirby game. And for a series that's already touted as being easy and for kids, it was certainly an interesting decision to go down this route. And despite there being multiple updates over the year, nothing was really changed here. This mode is more or less exactly the same as it was at launch. I mean, the title screen got more changes over the year than the story did. One thing I did fail to mention last time, and more have been added over the year, there are a bunch of Easter eggs hidden throughout the overworlds. Apparently. Okay, so like I spent an hour just wandering around waiting for something to pop up here, and I know where they're supposed to show up, and I got nothing. Evidence does exist revealing that they are in fact a thing, but until I see it for myself in-game, I'm gonna go ahead and classify this as a big ol' mystery like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster. A bunch of new stone transformations can appear. There was a new painting that was added to the artist ability. The gold statue at the very end of the game slowly added each of the new Dream Friends. Murals of said friends will show up throughout the levels if you can find them, and they're actually really hidden. Really now, it took some research, but a lot of small stuff was added despite the developers never bringing it up. However, once the story mode was completed the first time, we unlocked guest star mode. Wait, sorry. Guest star, question mark, Star Allies go mode. And now that all of the downloadable content has dropped, this is easily the best mode of the game. If you are still unfamiliar with it, Guest Star mode is essentially a truncated story mode that records your playthrough times. And instead of playing as Kirby, you have access to every possible friend from the game. And it is so much fun. Since the level designs are so simplistic, it is way more fun speeding through them with characters that are more limited than the main hero than approaching them as if they were any other Kirby game. One of the updates also added save files for this mode too, so now you don't have to finish one of them before jumping to another character, thus losing your progress. This is a great way to grind out the collectible puzzle pieces too. My god, they added so many puzzles! And yes, of course, like I mentioned before, the new Dream Friends. Actual prominent characters from the franchise rather than simple enemies. Initially, we had Bandana Waddle Dee, Meta Knight, and King Dedede. all playing almost exactly like they did in Return to Dreamland. But actually, with the latest update, they ended up giving them additional moves, which again, they didn't advertise. Okay, since the game's launch, there has been a whopping 10 additional Dream Friends, one from almost every mainline Kirby game there is, and man, this is fan service in its purest form. All right, let's get the list going. You got Rick, Kind, and Koo from Dreamland 2, Marks from Superstar, Gooey from Dreamland 3, Adeline and Ribbon from 64, Dark Meta Knight from Amazing Mirror, DeRoach from Squeak Squad, Magalore from Return to Dreamland, Taranza from Triple Deluxe, Susie from Planet Robobot, and the 3 Mage Sisters from Star Allies. Oh my god, this is awesome! Though I will say that I am a little hesitant to call some of these guys friends. Oh, we're gonna die. Each and every one of these characters is massive fan service for the game that they originate from. The animal friends use some of the original game's copy abilities. Adeline and Ribbon can fly and attack, a la the final boss from 64. DeRoach can summon the other members of the Squeak Squad. Magalore tosses those weird crystallized apples from Team Kirby Clash Deluxe. Taranza, okay, well, I'm not really gonna spoil it, but I will say they made sure to remind us just how depressing his backstory is. So that's nice. Shh, everyone be quiet. He's round and he needs his sleep. All of these characters practically got the Smash Brothers treatment with how much attention to detail was put into bringing these characters to life. Their runs through guest star mode also feature sections that are exclusive to the character that you play as, utilizing their unique movesets and remaking entire segments from those source games. And the final battle in this mode is with Morpho Knight. You remember Beta Meta Knight? In case you forgot there was already really cool fan service in the game? Each of the Dream Friends has an exclusive music track that plays, which is a remix of the final boss track or main theme from their respective games. Like, it's so incredible to me for a game that started off with people wondering just why the developers were so lazy and making the game so simplistic. At the end of the day, they showed that they did truly care all along with this guest star mode. Oh, look at that cute little idle animation. Wait a minute, that high five pattern. That looks awfully familiar. Now all of this makes the package as a whole a lot more satisfying. Being able to play as all these characters that we've never gotten to play as before. Oh, as a Kirby fan, this is something I've been wanting for so long. That's not all though, of course we have one more thing to talk about as well. Going along with the few characters that were added in update number 3, we have something quite substantial to talk about as well. On top of what we already discussed, there is also a new mode with heroes in another dimension. This takes place after the events of the story mode, though it's not necessarily an expanded plot. There is some extra story stuff near the end, but mostly it's just a series of challenge levels that force onto you an ability or alternate character to play as. There are 4 major sections, each one takes about 15 to 20 minutes, and actually, it does offer quite a level of difficulty, which is super refreshing given the extreme ease of the main game. In this mode, there is a new collectible in the form of Friend Hearts, and collecting enough of them is what unlocks the Mage Sisters as Dream Friends. That's about it though, there really isn't anything crazy about this. The theme here is this sort of otherworldly style, and it maintains that the entire time. It takes only about 2 hours to fully complete, and the boss fights are all returning bosses, but way harder. Parallel forms, eh? Ooh, scary. You know what? I actually really like these. The original bosses were ridiculously easy when you take advantage of the new friend mechanic. But man, I gotta tell you, even going in with the full squad of 4, it doesn't mean much of anything here. You are going to get barraged by attacks left and right, and it is so nice to see. It sort of reminds me of the first Dreamland's extra mode. You see, the original game was very easy, and then you unlock the extra mode, and it's like, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god. Another dimension ends off with Corrupt Highness, another difficult fight, that then leads into a battle with the 3 Mage Sisters, all at the same time. Oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god. This fight is insane. It takes some time, but once that's all over, you restore the sisters to their original selves and highness for good measure. You know what? That's nice of Kirby. We all know him as like this god of destruction and all that, but at the end of the day, he's a pretty nice little thing. But just when you thought it was over, of course it's not, because a new difficulty for the boss rush mode ultimate choice unlocks as well. And if you thought that the soul melter difficulty was already crazy, whoo boy. My god. So as you would expect, this is just the same boss rush mode, but harder, featuring the parallel bosses from Heroes in Another Dimension. However, the cherry on top of all of this is a harder version of Void Termina. The weird looking Majora's Mask form here, that is harder, definitely, but geez, this thing, Astral Birth Void. Even the name is scary. In my original video on this game, I really undersold just how crazy and dark the existence of these beings are. I mean, really now, this thing here, this is like a weird alternate dark version of Kirby. Yeah, its existence is pretty messed up. At some point, I really will have to go into deep detail with some of the super dark plot points of this franchise, but for now, if you excuse me, just gotta pull out some amiibo real quick. I ran out of health items during this run. It is very, very difficult. I am not very good. I am not about to restart this from the beginning, if you don't mind. There we go. Oh, it's now smiling in death. Yeah, okay, this thing's pretty weird. And with that being said, that is the extent of all of the new content added into Star Allies over the year. When the DLC was first announced, all we really expected was a few characters, a brand new mode, and a new difficulty for Ultimate Choice. That came out of nowhere, and it just makes this game as a whole a lot more of a worthwhile investment. For you, okay, man, that was tough. So Kirby Star Allies may still have a weak story mode, but all the stuff that they added definitely makes up for it. The fan service here makes this game worth picking up for that alone, and it's something that I hugely appreciate. The developers are sort of acting like this is the end of an era for Kirby, indicating that they are going to start working on the, quote, next phase of the Kirby series. Are we, like, about to see this massive reboot for the Kirby franchise? What does that even mean? What happened? What? Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing.